This is every secret US aircraft used in World War II. Fighters, bombers, transports, reconnaissance planes, experimental jets, even helicopters, over 45 machines. Some legendary, some forgotten, and some never meant to be seen. First up, fighters and interceptors. P-51 Mustang, the legendary long-range escort fighter that changed the air war over Europe. Its combination of speed, range, and maneuverability made it arguably the finest piston-engine fighter ever built. It dominated German interceptors from 1944 onward. P-47 Thunderbolt. Known as the Jug, this massive fighter bomber was incredibly rugged and heavily armed with 850 caliber machine guns. It excelled in both air combat and ground attack roles throughout Europe and the Pacific. P-38 Lightning, the distinctive twin-boom, twin-engine fighter used extensively in the Pacific theater. Its long range and heavy firepower made it ideal for escort and ground attack missions. America's top aces flew this aircraft. P-40 Warhawk, the shark-mouthed fighter famous with the Flying Tigers in China. It was outclassed by newer designs, but remained effective in ground attack and served reliably in secondary theaters throughout the war. P-39 Airacobra. This unusual mid-engine fighter featured a nose-mounted cannon firing through the propeller hub. While underwhelming for the US, it was supplied extensively to Soviet forces, who valued its low-altitude performance and ground attack capability. Next up, F-4U Corsair, the bent-wing naval fighter with exceptional speed and climb rate. Its powerful engine and 6 machine guns made it devastatingly effective against Japanese aircraft. It achieved an 11-to-1 kill ratio in the Pacific. Now this is the F-6F Hellcat, the carrier-based fighter designed specifically to counter the Japanese Zero. Rugged, reliable, and easy to fly, it became the dominant naval fighter from 1943 onward, destroying over 5,000 enemy aircraft. And now P-61 Black Widow, the first US aircraft designed specifically as a night fighter. This twin-boom, twin-engine interceptor carried radar equipment and heavy armament for hunting enemy bombers in darkness across both theaters. Next up, bombers and attack aircraft. B-17 Flying Fortress, the iconic 4-engine heavy bomber that carried out devastating daylight raids over Europe. Its heavy defensive armament and ability to absorb tremendous damage made it legendary. It dropped more bombs than any other US aircraft. B-24 Liberator, the most produced American military aircraft in history, with over 18,000 built. This 4-engine heavy bomber had longer range than the B-17 and served in every theater, from Europe to the Pacific to submarine patrol. B-25 Mitchell, the versatile twin-engine medium bomber famous for the Doolittle raid on Tokyo. It was highly adaptable, serving in level bombing, ground attack, and anti-shipping roles with devastating effectiveness throughout the war. Next up, B-26 Marauder, the fast twin-engine medium bomber known for its high performance but initially tricky handling characteristics. Once crews mastered it, the Marauder achieved the lowest loss rate of any Allied bomber in Europe. B-29 Superfortress, the most advanced bomber of the war, featuring pressurized cabins, remote-controlled gun turrets, and unprecedented range. It was designed specifically to reach Japan from distant Pacific bases and delivered the atomic bombs. Now this is the A-20 Havoc, the versatile twin-engine light bomber and night fighter used extensively in ground attack roles. Its speed and maneuverability made it effective for low-level strikes against enemy positions and supply lines. A-26 Invader, the powerful twin-engine light bomber introduced late in the war. It was faster than most fighters and carried a devastating armament. Its excellent performance led to continued service well beyond World War II. And now the A-36 Apache, the dive bomber variant of the P-51 Mustang, fitted with dive brakes and bomb racks. It served primarily in the Mediterranean theater, proving effective in close air support before being replaced by fighter bombers. Continuing with transport and utility aircraft. C-47 Skytrain, the legendary Dakota, the military version of the DC-3 airliner. This twin-engine workhorse was absolutely essential to Allied operations, hauling cargo, dropping paratroopers, and towing gliders on every front from Normandy to Burma. C-46 Commando, the larger twin-engine transport designed to replace the C-47. It could carry more cargo and operated at higher altitudes, making it invaluable for flying supplies over the Himalayan hump route into China. C-54 Skymaster, the four-engine long-range transport based on the DC-4 airliner. It was used for transatlantic flights, high-priority cargo missions, and VIP transport. President Roosevelt traveled in a modified C-54 to Yalta. C-87 Liberator Express, the transport variant of the B-24 bomber, stripped of armament and converted for cargo operations. It served primarily on long-range routes but was considered less reliable than purpose-built transports. Next up, C-82 Packet, the revolutionary twin-boom cargo aircraft introduced late in the war. Its rear-loading ramp allowed direct loading of vehicles and heavy equipment, establishing the template for modern military transports. UC-78 Bobcat, the small twin-engine trainer and utility aircraft, used extensively for administrative flights and multi-engine pilot training. Thousands served throughout the war for light transport and communication duties across all theaters. Now this is the C-69 Constellation, the graceful four-engine long-range transport developed from Howard Hughes's commercial airliner design. Only a handful entered military service before war's end, but it demonstrated exceptional speed and range. Up next, L-4 Grasshopper, the military version of the Piper Cub. This tiny liaison aircraft served in artillery spotting, reconnaissance, and casualty evacuation roles. Simple and reliable, it operated from improvised airstrips directly behind front lines. Continuing with reconnaissance and maritime aircraft. F-5 Lightning, the unarmed photographic reconnaissance variant of the P-38 fighter. Its speed and high-altitude capability allowed it to photograph enemy territory with minimal risk of interception. It mapped invasion beaches and industrial targets throughout Europe. F-6 Mustang, the reconnaissance version of the P-51, carrying cameras instead of some armament. It combined exceptional range with high speed, making it ideal for deep penetration missions over enemy territory in both European and Pacific theaters. PBY Catalina, the legendary twin-engine flying boat used for maritime patrol, anti-submarine warfare, and air-sea rescue. Its incredible endurance allowed patrols lasting over 24 hours. It saved thousands of downed aircrews from the ocean. Next up, PB-4Y Privateer, the Navy's long-range patrol bomber derived from the B-24 Liberator, but extensively modified with a single tail fin. It hunted submarines and enemy shipping across the Pacific with radar and heavy armament. Now this is the PV-1 Ventura, the twin-engine patrol bomber used extensively for anti-submarine warfare, maritime reconnaissance, and coastal patrol. It served with distinction in the Aleutian Campaign and across the Atlantic protecting convoys from U-boats. OSTU Kingfisher, the small floatplane catapulted from battleships and cruisers for reconnaissance and gunfire spotting. Despite its modest performance, it rescued numerous downed pilots, including future President George H.W. Bush, from enemy waters. OA-10 Catalina, the amphibious variant of the PBY, equipped with retractable landing gear for operating from both water and airfields. This versatility made it exceptionally valuable for air-sea rescue operations throughout the Pacific theater. And now F-7 Liberator, the reconnaissance variant of the B-24 bomber, stripped of armament and fitted with multiple camera installations. It conducted high-altitude photographic mapping missions over both Europe and the Pacific for intelligence gathering. Continuing with experimental and special-purpose aircraft. XB-79 Flying Ram. This radical jet-powered flying wing was designed to literally ram enemy bombers with reinforced leading edges. The pilot flew in a prone position for G-force tolerance. Only one prototype was built before the program ended. XB-55 Ascender, the unusual pusher configuration fighter with swept forward wings and a canard layout. It was developed as part of a competition for unconventional designs. Performance proved inadequate, and the project was abandoned after limited testing. XF-5U Flying Flapjack, the circular-winged experimental fighter designed by Charles Zimmerman. Its distinctive disc shape promised exceptional low-speed handling and high-speed performance. The program was cancelled in 1947 before flight testing could prove the revolutionary concept. Next up, trainers and support aircraft. PT-17 Stearman, the iconic biplane primary trainer that introduced tens of thousands of cadets to military flying. Rugged, stable, and forgiving, it was the foundation of American pilot training. Over 10,000 were built during the war years. At-6 Texan, the advanced trainer known as the Pilot Maker, this single-engine monoplane prepared student pilots for transitioning into frontline fighters. Its performance characteristics mimicked combat aircraft, making it essential for developing combat-ready aviators worldwide. Next up, BT-13 Valiant, the basic trainer nicknamed the Vibrator due to its characteristic engine vibration. This low-wing monoplane bridged the gap between primary trainers and advanced aircraft. Thousands of pilots progressed through this crucial training stage. PT-19 Cornell, the primary trainer with a low-wing configuration and enclosed canopy. It introduced student pilots to modern aircraft handling characteristics. Its all-metal construction made it more durable than fabric-covered designs for intensive training operations. At-11 Kansan, the twin-engine advanced trainer used specifically for bombardier and gunnery training. Based on the Beechcraft Model 18, it allowed crews to practice bombing techniques and aerial gunnery in a safe training environment. And now UC-45 Expeditor, the military version of the Beechcraft Model 18 used for navigation training, light transport, and administrative duties. Its reliability and versatility made it indispensable for support operations at training bases across the United States. Now this is the PT-26 Cornell, the winterized Canadian-built variant of the PT-19, equipped with an enclosed heated cockpit. It was specifically designed for flight training in cold weather conditions across northern training facilities. AT-9 Fledgling, the twin-engine advanced trainer designed to prepare pilots for handling multi-engine bombers and transports. Its demanding flight characteristics deliberately challenged students, ensuring only qualified pilots progressed to operational aircraft. Finally, we have gliders and rotorcraft. CG-4A Waco, the primary American assault glider capable of carrying 13 troops or a jeep. It was used extensively in airborne operations including Sicily, Normandy, and Market Garden. Over 13,000 were produced for Allied operations. CG-13A, the larger assault glider, designed to carry 30 troops or substantial cargo, including light artillery. Despite promising capabilities, production delays meant only a handful saw operational service before the war ended. R-4 Hoverfly, the first mass-produced helicopter and the first rotorcraft to enter U.S. military service. Designed by Igor Sikorsky, it performed rescue missions in Burma and Alaska, demonstrating the helicopter's potential for future warfare.